Hi, I'm back. I'm Jill Stanner, naturopath, but you know that already. It is currently day 19 of Sydney's extended lockdown. I'm double screening, sorry about the sight lines. And I just thought I'd do a quick check-in to see how you're going. This week I put out my monthly newsletter before we knew just how long this lockdown was going to go for, and I ain't putting money on where it's going to end. But one of the things that I briefly wrote about was what I think is really important at this time is connection and kindness. This is a rough time. Everyone reacts differently to these restrictions. It feels a bit different, and I think our Melbourne friends are going to echo in with this. It feels a little bit different. Hello, Christine, who's watching on the Insta Live. Nice to see you. Thanks for sending some love. I'm going to say my Melbourne friends have been sending a lot of love. And now, of course, we are getting a little bit concerned for our Melbourne friends because our friend Delta is visiting them across the border. So a couple of things. So just for the Melbourne people, maybe think about doing a good stock up. Don't panic by the toilet paper. I've got on my website on jillstanner.com.au, if you use the search term pantry, not panty, pantry, I've got quite a few things about pantry staples and recipes. For me, this is the time is to do as little supermarket shopping as possible. And apart from getting some wonderful fresh produce delivered, I'm going through the lentils, the quinoa, all those things that we kind of have stocked for a nuclear winter but sometimes forget to use. I tend to buy my oats now in 5 kilo bags, nice organic oats. That sort of thing. I would say Melbourne, potentially Adelaide, do a bit of a stock up. But back to this little theme of this short video is around connection and kindness. And I've just actually seen one of my neighbours join the feed, and I was going to say one of the things that really gets me through this and previous lockdowns is having a really great neighbourhood community that's really supportive, that checks in with each other. At the beginning of the last lockdown, I set up a WhatsApp group. I don't particularly like WhatsApp, but it's the easiest way to connect people. And, we have these random conversations through the day. We help out each other. We've had a few Zoom meetups, which makes me think that if you don't have that kind of community, maybe think about actually reaching out to somebody within your neighbourhood, dropping a note in somebody's letterbox, whether it's an apartment or a neighbour, just to say, I'm just checking in on you. If you need to talk or you need anything, this is my phone number. If you're the kind of person who feels comfortable doing that, I think this is time to be kind to ourselves and kind to others. So when we talk about being kind to ourselves, what I mean is you're probably going on and off that roller coaster of emotion. I try to use a bit of mindfulness when I go, that emotion, I'm labeling that anxiety or irritation, or I'm a bit angry, and I'm trying not to project that on others, and I'm trying not to take others' anger or anxiety personally. I can kind of label that and see that they are suffering. Now, that doesn't work all the time. We're only human. But to, just be a little bit more tolerant and patient with people. And if you have any interactions on the phone, online, if somebody's dropping off a delivery, thank you are two of the most valuable words that you can have. I'm really thankful for the people doing deliveries. If you are using a food delivery app and the businesses that you want to support aren't on the more ethical ones, if you're using the more common ones, then tip them that you've got an opportunity to tip that rider or driver who is coming to your house, possibly in the rain, in the cold, or just because you don't want to leave the house. They're putting themselves at risk, so you can at least tip them. And if you have any contact at a distance with them, say thank you. When I pass my postie, I always smile, because if we're keeping 1.5 metres away, we don't have to wear a mask here yet in Sydney. And if I, pass him or her in the street, I always say thank you. Kindness doesn't cost anything. And, start with the self. Just accept you're going to feel a lot of feels, and we will get through this. We will get through this. Thanks for the beautiful messages on Insta. And if you are looking on my YouTube channel, then thank you if you leave any comments. Have a good day. Have a little bit of fun. Just be gentle on yourself. And this too shall pass. Don't know when, but it will. Hang in there, peeps.